Okay, let's work on these goggles. So, looking at my reference, these are way too thick right here. So, we want to do, oops, undo. So we want them to be no thicker than these. So that's that's like a 0.8. See, 1. And I think that's what we prefer. So we're going to redo them on this side. So we're going to duplicate, edit, duplicate, and we're going to make the height 1. And I'm going to slide that forward using the arrow key. Okay. This one, the long one, it's going to be a little longer, so I'm going to increase the height to 6. And then I'm going to push it back using the arrow key. Okay. And then what I want to do is make this one, I want the diameter to be 7. Oh, that's too skinny. Let's go 7.5. Okay, that's better. And then we want to do is I'm going to duplicate, edit, duplicate, and then this new one we're going to make the height, make it 2, and I'm going to use the arrow key, the right arrow key, move it up a little bit, let's make it 3, the height. Okay, and use the arrow key. Be a little more. Okay, that's good for now. Probably have to pull these goggles out a bit. And we're going to make that the diameter on this. We're going to make it 8. All right. So that feels better. What I'm going to do is move this back 0.25. So I changed the snapping grid. I'm going to use the left arrow key. Nope, that's the wrong one. And select the other one. Yeah, okay. So let's look at my reference. Okay. Okay, so let's take these goggles and just let's move them out from the head a little bit. Okay, that's better. All right. Maybe just a little more. Okay. So I want to select this piece here. So select away, then select. Let's make the wall thickness 0.5. Okay. Then we'll, oops, happened there. Undo. Okay. And it took away the wall thickness I put in, so I'll do it again, 0.5. Okay. And then this part in the back we don't have to worry about this because the eye is going to cover that. So just trying to get this blocked out as well as I can. Now I'm going to select these and I'm just going to group them. Okay, and then we'll just push it out a little further. Yeah, a little further. Okay, there we go. That feels better. All right. And then let's get rid of this. So delete, delete, delete. And now let's duplicate, edit, duplicate. And just use the arrow key. Make sure your snap to grid is on 1. And we'll just move this over with the right arrow key. There we go. So we have our minion goggles. So I'm going to look at my reference again. It's pretty close. This could be a little thinner, it looks like. So looks okay. So now we want to put these little rivets on here. So let's go back and we're going to take a hemisphere. We're going to use we're going to use the basic one here, and I'm going to actually delete that. I'm going to go up to our plane tool, work plane tool, and I'm going to use that to be able to place the first one. So it'll come out. As you can see, it's nice and aligned, and we're just going to shrink this all the way down. And let's just move it up, over and up. Let's hit the F key to frame, and we'll do the same. We'll shrink it down again. So I'm shrinking that by I'm selecting the corner, make sure it's red, the little dot. Hold the shift key and the left mouse button, and that allows you to scale something down proportionally. And I'm going to do it again. Just want it down to 1. There. Okay. All right. Let's see how well that is. Okay. pretty good. Let's just move it over. There we go. And we look at our reference. It's a little smaller. Let's just change the color. And there. Now we could make this smaller. The problem is when we decide to 3D print that, that will not, if we go smaller than 1 millimeter, it may not work. It may not print. So right now, it's definitely bigger than what we see in the reference. So I'm going to just leave it as is. And I'm going to move it down a little bit using the down arrow key. Whoa, I moved it a lot. Just let's go to 0.25. Okay, great. Now let's put our work plane back flat, and we're going to duplicate this, edit, duplicate, and we're going to just place it with our eyes and hand. So I'm going to use the right arrow key to move it closer, and then use a rotation tool. Okay. And then we'll do that again. Edit, duplicate, and I'm going to slide this straight down. Oops. I'm going to hit undo. And just, it duplicated it in a different position, so I'm going to delete that. I'm going to do this again. Select the screw, edit, duplicate. Okay, and then I'll just use the control key, and I'm just going to slide this straight down. And let's rotate it. Okay, this could be centered better. So move it down a little bit. Okay, and let's do the same. There appears to be 5 of them, so edit, duplicate, slide this up. And let's place it in position. And rotate it. Okay, and let's make a copy of this, edit, duplicate. Oh, and it created another one, offset. That's a helpful tool, but we'll get into that another time. So let's select it again, edit, duplicate, and now let's just move this straight down. And let's rotate it. And slide it up. There. Okay. All right. So we've created our detail for our goggles, and we're going to duplicate this goggle and mirror it over to the other side in the next video.
Thanks for watching, and if you like what you see and you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe.